Have you ever started a game project and felt lost halfway through the project? Do you find yourself constantly changing ideas or struggling to stay organized or stay on track? That's where a good game design document will come in handy. So, this is the Polyglot Programmer. Hang on to your seats. And today we're going to talk about why every game developer needs a game design document. And I'm going to give you some tips on how to create one quickly and efficiently. So let's dive right in, right? So, first of all, what is a game design document, right? So, a game design document is basically, or also known as a GDD, is basically your project's blueprint, right? So, it outlines everything from the design pillars, which are very important, the mechanics, the story, if that's important for your game, the art style, some technical details. You can have information like, oh, this is going to be 3D, 2D, this is going to have this game engine, I'm going to write my own game engine, and etc. Right? So whether you're working solo or you're working in a team, a GDD can keep just everyone on the same page, right? And prevents wasted time and confusion throughout the project, right? So in this video, I'm going to break down some of the key elements of a GDD and show you how you can write one super fast, right? So, and I'm also adding a link to a template that I use with some variations here and there depending on the game right here that you can download right here on the video description. So feel free to grab it. So, all right. So, why do you need a game design document, right? So, why is a game design document so important, right? So, a game design document, in my opinion, has one main job, right? And that is to help set the direction of the project and not let you wander off too much. That's it, right? So, and it can also help you with clarifying the direction and keeping you in focus. So it helps you define the core vision of the game, and so you can keep at least walking in the right direction of the game. Obviously, you may wander off a little bit here, a little bit there, but you're gonna at least keep going in the same direction, right? So it can also help with better communication with the team, right? So if you're working alone, it's a bit easier, but if you're working with others, a game design document can ensure that everyone understands the design, everyone understands where you're trying to go and what type of game you're trying to develop, right? And again, and obviously, it also helps with the roadmap, right? It helps with development, helps you define the roadmap, helps you determine which features are going to go when, which features should be out. So it helps you avoid feature creep, for example, which is a big issue in game development, as some of you may know, right? And it can also help you attract investors and publishers. And at least will help you write a good pitch deck super quick if you need to write one to present to publishers last minute or something, or even long minute, but it'll still help you because you will have at least the most important information about your game in one document, and you won't have to go fishing information around for that, right? So how to create a game design document, right? So a lot of people when you think about a game design document, a lot of people think about that like a massive document with dozens of pages with that details at a super high level every single feature and mechanic and system of the game, right? And that's not what a game design document should be. Yes, there are historically a lot of really big game design documents, and obviously as the game gets bigger and bigger and you work for a bigger team and bigger company, you will have a tendency to have more specifications on what you're trying to do, because that helps, again, helps with communication, helps keeping the team, everybody on the same page, and keeping the team on track. But if you're working alone as a solo dev, or if you're working with a small team, you do not need a massive document. You just need a document that will basically cover some of the essential information of your game, right? So you need a game overview, right? What's your game about? What's the genre of your game? What's the theme of your game? What's the unique selling point of your game, right? What are some of the core gameplay mechanics, right? And those may change. You may add one, you may take one off. Even the game that I'm currently working on, it's a farming game about sheep. I recently decided to just take the main character off the game so we can focus about on the management and on the strategy and on the farming mechanics of the game, right? So that's a big mechanic that I took it off, but it's fine. But at least I had a document that kind of that 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 I had written down what the main core mechanics were. And now that I removed one, I went and updated my document, right? So it also can have information about the story and the setting of the game if that's important for your game. Art style, obviously, you need to have that in the game because you may have to hire people to help you here and there. Some of the technical requirements of your game, like game genre, game engine, the platforms that you plan to launch. Are you planning to launch only on PC? Are you want to launch for console? Maybe you need to start doing some planning before, early in development, right? What's your monetization strategy, right? Are you just gonna sell your game on Steam? Are you gonna sell it on mobile? What are the different app stores that you're gonna go for, right? How are you gonna get your games in there? Are you gonna sell it on console? On console, you have costs and you have some bureaucracy that goes into that, so you need to take that into account. So that all that stuff needs to can go into your game design document, and that's just the essentials. You don't need to go deep dive, and you don't need to go at a super high level of detail in each one of these guys. And like I said, down in the description there is a link for a template that I use for my games. Feel free to download it and use it for yourself. You have all of these points in there with a quick description for most of these guys, right? And so yeah, guys, game design document, in my opinion, is not just a formality. It's not just a document that you write and forget about it. It's basically your best friend during game development, especially if you're working solo. It will help you maintain focus and the direction and maintain you in the right direction for your game, right? You help you keep you organized, help you communicate your vision to others, and will at the end of the day speed up your development, right? So whether you're an indie dev or you're working in a team, taking a little bit of time to create a game design document will save you hours down the road. I guarantee it, right? So have you ever written a game design document for your projects? Yes, no. What challenge did you face? Do you have a different template than I do? Do you add different things than I do? Please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you guys. So, and if you found this video helpful, check out my other game dev videos that I've been posting. I'm also very active on Twitch and Discord. So don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified about more content like this. Thanks for watching and happy game development.